Nearly 70% of fuel sold across America lacks the detergents needed to keep your engine clean. That's why more than 500,000 vehicles suffer failures every year from carbon buildup. So avoid these 5 gas brands. And by the end, I'll show you 5 options that genuinely shield your engine. The same blend my F-150s rely on to pass 375,000 miles strong. Now let's begin. Number 5. Safeway gasoline. Ever notice how your car starts acting weird a few days after a fill-up? Rough idle, lazy acceleration, even a random check engine light that seems to appear out of nowhere. That's what happens when you're running fuel that's built for budgets, not for engine health. Safeway gas may seem affordable at the pump, but drivers end up paying the difference later. Independent fuel analyses have revealed their detergent content sits way below what automakers recommend. That means your injectors and intake valves gather carbon far quicker than they should. And once that buildup begins, your engine doesn't run smooth. It runs exhausted. I've torn down engines that relied on this fuel. Sticky valves, soot-covered plugs, and sluggish response that makes the vehicle feel like it's struggling for air. People assumed they were saving a few cents per gallon. In reality, they were signing up for repairs down the line. To make matters worse, Safeway isn't top-tier certified, meaning they don't meet the elevated detergent standards most major manufacturers trust. And when a fuel company skimps on cleaning additives, your engine ends up paying. And if you think that's bad, the next brand makes Safeway look premium. Number 4. Sam's Club. Here's the reality with warehouse-style gas stations. They're designed for massive volume, not precision or quality. Sam's Club is a textbook example. Their gasoline is sourced from a rotation of local suppliers, which means no consistent formula, no stable detergent package, and no reliable quality control. One batch might be decent, while the next could contain enough impurities to make your injectors suffer. I've seen vehicles roll into the shop right after a Sam's Club fill-up. Clogged filters, shaky idle, even stubborn cold starts. When we drained the tanks, the fuel often smelled old and looked cloudy. That usually indicates moisture intrusion or sediment settling at the bottom of storage tanks. And here's the part most drivers overlook. Sam's Club fuel is not top-tier certified. That alone should raise eyebrows. Automakers push top-tier because it reduces carbon buildup and helps components stay clean. Sam's fuel simply meets the bare legal minimum, nothing beyond that. Sure, the price is attractive, but there's a reason it's cheap. When a station moves millions of gallons weekly, quality control takes a backseat to throughput. Those pump savings can end up chewing through your fuel system, and unbelievably, the next brand cuts even more corners. Number 3. 7-Eleven gas. You'd assume a big national brand would care about the quality flowing through its pumps, right? Not exactly. Most people don't realize 7-Eleven doesn't refine its own gasoline. They simply buy from whichever local supplier offers the cheapest contract that week. One location might have acceptable fuel, while the next station a mile away could be selling absolute nonsense. That inconsistency is brutal on engines. I've had customers insist their car ran perfectly until they topped off at a 7-Eleven. Suddenly they're dealing with rough idle, hesitation, lousy mileage. Some even heard knocking under acceleration, a classic sign of low-grade fuel or moisture contamination. Over the years, numerous reports have surfaced about 7-Eleven stations distributing gas overloaded with ethanol or filled with debris from aging underground tanks. In a few situations, state inspectors even shut stations down after discovering fuel that didn't meet proper specs. When the product coming out of your pump can harm injectors and wreck fuel pumps, that's not just careless, it's downright irresponsible. Those few cents you save at the pump can snowball into hundreds in repairs later. Cheap gas isn't a bargain, and if you think that's inconsistent, the next brand built its whole reputation on bulk fuel that barely meets the bare minimum. Number 2. Circle K. This brand is tricky because it's everywhere. That familiar red logo makes you trust it, but Circle K doesn't make its own fuel. They buy from local distributors so the gas in the tank can vary weekly. That turns your engine into a test subject for whatever mystery blend showed up. I've worked on cars after months of Circle K fill-ups. Sticky injectors, valves glazed with carbon, and misfires that come and go. When we run a bore scope into the combustion chambers, you can plainly see black deposits on the piston crowns. Direct evidence of weak detergents. Plain and simple. In 2020, several Circle K stations in the South were fined after inspectors found water-contaminated fuel that ruined dozens of vehicles. Some drivers couldn't even make it home. Many needed towing and costly repairs after the contamination incident and permanent engine damage. The company blamed delivery issues, but that's a poor excuse for a national chain. If you've ever had rough idling or stalling right after a fill-up, hit like and drop your experience in the comments. It helps other drivers avoid this mess. Don't forget to subscribe. Next brand is tied to one of America's largest retail chains, and their fuel problems go even deeper. Number 1, companies caught selling toxic or waste fuel. This isn't just poor quality, it's outright criminal. I'm talking about rogue fuel distributors who were caught peddling hazardous waste fuel and labeling it as normal gasoline. Firms like Lamb Fuels made headlines for doing exactly that. They allegedly sold contaminated, dangerous fuel to gas stations across multiple states, fuel that should never have touched a car engine. And we're not talking about minor impurities here. This was fuel mixed with used oil, industrial solvents, and chemical byproducts from waste operations. EPA case files reveal that some distributors intentionally blended hazardous waste into gasoline to save money, then sold it to unsuspecting stations. Drivers would fill up and suddenly face engines knocking, smoking, or completely failing within days. I've personally seen engines destroyed by this kind of garbage fuel: melted injectors, blocked filters, ruined catalytic converters, the whole system compromised. The most alarming part? Most drivers had no idea what hit them. These aren't just cost-cutting brands, they're companies putting profit far ahead of safety. The good news? Not all gasoline brands operate like this. Some go the extra mile to ensure your engine stays clean, efficient, and protected. Up next, we'll cover 3 fuel brands that actually safeguard your engine and keep it running strong for miles to come. Number 3. Chevron with Techron. This is what real fuel looks like. Chevron's Techron isn't marketing fluff. It's a powerful detergent package recognized by automakers. It lifts carbon from valves, pistons, and injectors as you drive. I've disassembled engines with over 150,000 miles that ran mostly on Chevron. Their internals were surprisingly clean. Techron keeps fuel systems running smoothly by preventing sticky deposits that steal power and wreck fuel economy over time. Chevron is top-tier certified and often exceeds the specifications car makers recommend, which is why mechanics and performance enthusiasts trust it. Yes, it costs a few cents more per gallon, but that small premium usually pays for itself by avoiding pricey repairs down the road. If you want your engine to live longer and perform more reliably, this is the gas that helps it breathe easier. Next up, another major player serious about engine cleaning additives and long-term reliability. Number 2. Shell. This fuel actually fights engine buildup rather than only slowing it. Its nitrogen-enriched detergent system builds a protective layer inside combustion chambers that prevents carbon and grime from sticking to metal parts. It acts like armor for intake valves, piston crowns, and injectors. Cars that run primarily on Shell often show clean combustion chambers and smooth idle even after many miles. The thing that sets Shell apart is consistency. Every station follows strict top-tier standards, so the chemistry in the tank is predictable wherever you fill. It isn't the bargain option, but you can notice better throttle response and steadier overall performance. If Shell's protection impressed you, wait for the next brand. It's one of the country's most dependable fuels. Mechanics and long-haul drivers often recommend it for reliability and longevity. Number 1. BP or Amoco Ultimate. This one earns the top spot for a reason. BP's Ultimate fuel isn't your average pump gas. It's built to clean while you drive. The detergent system inside this blend is powerful enough to actually dissolve existing carbon buildup over time. I've seen engines switch to Ultimate after years of running cheap fuel. Within just a few tanks, idle smooths out and throttle response snaps back to life. It's also top-tier certified, meaning it meets the strict performance standards set by automakers. BP advertises that Ultimate keeps engines up to 60% cleaner than ordinary gasoline, and based on what I've witnessed in the shop, that claim holds up. Sure, it costs a little more per gallon, but your engine will return the favor. Cleaner valves, more efficient combustion, and smoother power delivery. It's absolutely worth every cent. If you care about long-term engine health, this is the fuel to trust. But even great fuel won't save you from bad habits. Click below. I'll uncover the common fuel myths slowly destroying people's engines.